Good evening and welcome to Global Lens News. I'm Sadia Afzal. Is Donald Trump changing his mind on Iran every few days? Or is there a bigger strategy behind what appears to be confusion? One day, he threatens overwhelming military action. The next day, he talks about negotiations. Then he announces progress toward peace, only for military operations to continue. Is this indecision political calculation, or simply Trump's unconventional style of leadership? Today, we examine whether America's Iran policy is being driven by a clear strategy or by conflicting messages from the White House. For months, President Donald Trump has sent mixed signals about the Iran conflict. At one moment, he has projected maximum pressure, warning Iran of devastating consequences if it refuses American demands. At another, he has spoken optimistically about diplomacy, saying talks are progressing and a deal could be close. Yet, in several cases, Iranian officials have publicly denied that negotiations were even taking place, creating two completely different narratives. This has left allies, adversaries, and even financial markets wondering what America's real objective actually is. Is Washington seeking regime change? Is it trying to stop Iran's nuclear ambitions? Is it attempting to secure the Strait of Hormuz? Or is it simply trying to force Tehran back to the negotiating table? Depending on which speech, interview, or social media post you follow, the answer appears to change. The confusion isn't limited to diplomacy. Trump has repeatedly announced pauses in military operations or suggested that fighting would soon end. Yet, military strikes have often continued shortly afterward, raising questions about whether political messaging and military reality are moving in different directions. This pattern has become one of the defining features of the conflict. Threats, negotiations, optimism, military escalation, then another promise of peace. And the cycle repeats. Supporters argue this is exactly how Donald Trump negotiates. They say unpredictability keeps opponents off balance. By constantly changing the pressure, Trump prevents Iran from accurately predicting America's next move. According to this view, uncertainty is not weakness, it is leverage. His supporters also point to previous negotiations where he combined economic pressure with diplomatic outreach before attempting a deal. Critics see something very different. They argue the administration has failed to communicate a consistent objective. Different officials have described different goals for the conflict, ranging from preventing nuclear weapons to weakening Iran's military capabilities, protecting regional shipping routes, and at times even discussing broader political change inside Iran. When objectives keep changing, critics say it becomes harder for allies, military planners, and financial markets to understand Washington's long-term strategy. The uncertainty is also affecting global markets. Every time Trump hints at military escalation, oil prices react. Every time he signals diplomacy, markets recover. The Strait of Hormuz remains central to this equation because it carries a significant share of the world's energy exports. Recent discussions about a possible agreement involving shipping through the strait have again highlighted how closely global markets are watching every statement coming from Washington. There is also a domestic political dimension. Some Republicans favor a tougher military response. Others warn against another prolonged conflict in the Middle East. Meanwhile, many Americans remain concerned about the economic cost of war and the possibility of a wider regional conflict. Balancing these competing pressures may partly explain why the administration's messaging often appears to shift. So, is Donald Trump confused? Or is he deliberately keeping everyone else confused? The answer may depend on political perspective. Supporters call it strategic ambiguity. Critics call it inconsistency. What cannot be denied is that Trump's messaging on Iran has significantly changed, sometimes within days, leaving allies, adversaries, and observers trying to determine America's real endgame. As the conflict continues and diplomatic efforts evolve, one question remains unanswered. Is Washington following a carefully designed strategy that only appears chaotic from the outside, or is the world's most powerful nation still searching for a clear direction? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.